the community is filthy. That's my job. Let me do my job, and I got it. Thank you, Chairman.
You mentioned Larry Jones. We're glad to have Larry with us tonight, but Larry's hands are tied behind his back because of our quality of life. If we don't have the people who can do the job, or they don't have the education ability to do the basic skills test, he's wasting his time. So we've got to get that to allow him to do his job. But I really appreciate your comment, and I want to pat you on the back for what you've accomplished. Oh, yes, ma'am.
I just want to come out here. I want to say thank you, Chuck, for having this forum this evening. But I wish we could have more of this, because it just shows us that we can come together as a community. For so long, we have been divided. We've talked about blighted areas, we talked about housing, we talked about all this. But let's keep it real. We have race issues that we need to really come together and work together. And together we stand, divided we fall. So how are you going to keep this momentum going? I think we just need to, just continue to work together. Because if we don't work together, you can talk about housing, you can talk about working outside to bring other industries in, but until we really come together as a community, Leland is prospering, Greenwood, and you go further over, they're coming together as a community. We have to come together as a community. We have race problems, we have power problems, we have political problems, we have leadership problems. What are we going to do as a community to come together? And how do you plan to keep it going?
Well, I think a good example is looking around this room tonight and looking to the responses I've got and knocking on doors. To a person, maybe one or two that didn't, but to a person, people told me this campaign is not about race, it's about the future of Greenville. I really believe that. That was my mantra when I started. I didn't say that and they agreed with me. People told me that if we do not do something, we will not have a community to be divided about. So it goes back to what I said a little while ago, and we're going to wind down because we're about out of time. But if we all pull together, without race, color, creed, involved, we all pull in the same direction, there's nothing that can stop this community. I've seen it happen before. We mentioned GHIC. That was a total community effort saying, when the governor was saying, we're not going to do it, we're not going to do it, we're not going to do it, we got him together and he said, okay, we're going to do it. So that's what we need. We need that effort. Everybody fighting in the same direction, going down the same track. And I think people